और कैसे हो भाई लोगों यहाँ पे बैठे बैठे गांड फट गई. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the World War III early access DLC patch notes updates. Okay, the situation is tough right now. Okay, apparently we got Pakistan beefing with India, India beefing with Pakistan, so both of these boys are beefing right now. The homie Trump apparently stepped the hell in. That's right, fellas. We're gonna be getting to it because we got brand new patch notes. We're gonna get down to the BBC reporting pause. BBC equal British broadcasting channel. If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe. You do not have to like the video. Roll it.
My name is Josh Breslow, and I'm here to bring you all of your top stories, live events, and breaking news, which we do have some of that developing right now. Do want to take a live look at one of the many cameras that we do have coming in from the region of the world that we are talking about at this hour, as we are live from the main
brother taking selfie out here.
City of Pakistan-controlled Kashmir.
This dude probably putting up his biryani order right now. That is, it's packed out here, bro.
And a rally in Islamabad. Pakistan and India hinting at de-escalating their current conflict
that's good.
After firing missiles.
Yeah, jokes aside though, that's good that both of these boys are gonna chill. But we're currently hearing from the Indian media, which should not be trusted. Pakistani media should not be trusted. Both of these boys are beefing, and I've seen horrible stuff on the Indian media. They're claiming that they should destroy the entirety of Pakistan, and they're saying that they already have destroyed the entirety of Pakistan. And you're looking at these boys out here, they're chilling, they're relaxed, and they're thinking they won. So Pakistan believes they won, India believes they won. So you cannot trust like both sides. But here's the thing, right now, we're hearing officially that both of them have agreed to a ceasefire, but online the Indian media is claiming that there's still firing that's ongoing, and they're blaming that Pakistan has violated the ceasefire, which may be true, may not be. Listen, we're not sure, okay? And Pakistan is blaming that India started it first. To be fair though, I guess like both of these boys gotta do the Bollywood dance moves, right? Like do that instead of like playing with people's lives, bro. Like damn, like on both sides, innocent people is gonna lose their life, bro. Like these suckers don't understand that. But I mean, you are just one bad leader, one bad president away from your country beefing with another country. Simple as that, guys. People gotta wake up. Media is always lying. Governments should not be trusted. Government, govern, control, meant equal mind. Okay, if you know, you know.
Missiles at each other hours earlier. Now the two have been locked in hostilities after a gun massacre last month that India blames on Pakistan. Well, part of that breaking news here, as we pop this up on your screen, is coming from President Donald Trump himself. He posted here on Truth Social moments ago saying that after a long night of talks mediated by the United States, I am pleased to announce that India and Pakistan have agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire.
Thank God is what I said when I heard the news. Thank God. But we're hearing that Pakistan broke the bro code according to India, and Pakistan is saying that India broke the bro code, aka that they broke the ceasefire while they done the ceasefire violation. But yeah, man, you need the world police here. You need the world police, man. But people are worried about like China. People are worried about China entering, because if China enters, they're gonna support Pakistan, right, as always, and India would be supported, or US will support India, and all of a sudden you have this like US versus China. If you're Indian, if you're Pakistani listening to this, bro, like honest to God, bro, like y'all suckers are beefing against each other, but Russia and China, they're looking at you like pawns, and they're looking both of you, and they're trying to test their technology for free. I mean, not necessarily for free, but in a way for free, because both of these countries are buying, right? They are paying, free. So essentially, Pakistan is paying China to get the jets. India is probably paying Russia to get the jets. And both of these countries are, in a way, testing out their technology. And who wins at the end? Not the people, not you guys, not me, not the people. It's the military complex, man. They make the money. It's the money is in. The money is not in the dead people. The money is not in the healthy people. The money is in the sick people, right? The money is not in if a country nukes the other country and everybody like ceases to exist. The money is in the rumors. Yeah, the rumors of war. The money is in like the small fights here and there, right? So both of these boys gotta chill, relax, and maybe drink some water. Maybe like do some Bollywood dance moves. Just do like this, like F you bloody, this bloody, you bloody, you this that. Do that instead of like beefing with each each other, bro. Like, but truth be told, though, people in general on both sides have been pretty chill, pretty calm, right? Of course, there's banter, but it's the media that divides it all. Because I've seen the media, bro. I've seen the media on both sides, and it's some bro. You guys, I'm sure most of you guys are in the U.S. watching this, but if you think that CNN is bad, because it is bad. It is bad. If you think Fox News is bad, oh man, you have not seen the Indian media. You have not seen the Pakistani media, bro. Like, that is like the real GTA. This is where the real GTA is at. But wait for it.
Congratulations to both countries on using common sense and great intelligence.
Don't know about
Thank
that.
you for your attention to this matter. Now, again, that is a post coming in on Truth Social from President Donald Trump a short time ago. We also have this message that was tweeted out or posted on X by Secretary of State Marco Rubio. He says, over the past 48 hours, Vice President Vance and I have engaged with senior Indian and Pakistani officials, including the prime ministers as well as other officials there. I am pleased to announce the governments of India and Pakistan have agreed to an immediate ceasefire and to start talks on a broad set of issues at a neutral site. We commend prime ministers there.
But here's the thing, though. Apparently, we're hearing that one of the side has broke the bro code, or both of them has broke the bro code, and they're doing ceasefire violation. Is that true? We're not sure, okay? Because there have been a lot of fake news in the past, in the last few days as well. There have been a lot of fake news, a lot of AI-generated videos have been going around. People are sharing Arma video game footage as real war videos, and people are falling for it. People are believing it. So it is a I mean, it's the reality we're living in, guys. It's the reality we're living in. But let's get down to the BBC. Pause. BBC equal British Broadcasting Channel, guys. Come on, man. Like, come on.
And just to bring you an update on that story, in the last few moments, President Trump has posted on his Truth Social media site saying, after a long night of talks mediated by the United States, I'm pleased to announce that India and Pakistan have agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire. The president goes on to say, congratulations to both countries on using common sense and great intelligence. So, as I say, that's announcement by President Trump in the last few moments on his Truth Social platform, saying that after a long night of talks mediated by the US, India and Pakistan have agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire. Now, we should say we haven't had any comment yet from either the Indian or the Pakistani.
Yeah, what if like the homie Trump actually typed while he was dreaming? You know what I'm saying? Probably not. I'm joking around, but that's the thing, man. So is that true? Is that true that like both Pakistan and India has not commented on this? Maybe it's like Trump is like, okay, yeah, both of them, yeah, both. It's solved, guys. I saved it. But India is looking at Trump like. Pakistan is looking at Trump like. You know, both of those boys are looking at Trump like this. Like, hey, bro, like, we didn't solve anything. We didn't solve anything, man. And you talking some bull squash. But no, honestly, jokes aside, bro. I'm like I said, bro, like, I hope for the best on both sides here, because the war, you never win. You lost it, that's why you go on a war, right? Because if you're winning, you would never go on a war. You lost it. You lost. That's why you're going on a war. And it all started with a terror attack that happened in the Indian administered Kashmir area, right, which shouldn't have happened. Then India blames Pakistan, and Pakistan says that, hey, it was not us, and Pakistan offered investigation, which I mean, objectively speaking, okay, because India did not show any proof that it was done by, like, Pakistani people or Pakistan in general, right? They did not show proof, as much as people want to believe that, or as much as, and this may be true, maybe Pakistan was behind it, right? But you gotta show proof. You cannot just like point your fingers like that, right? So Pakistan did offer investigation, they declined it. Instead, India then censored news channels, which is like, yeah, free speech don't exist. They actually did that. So they did that. They also banned some Pakistani actors as well, actresses, which, okay, you want to do that, hey, that's your country, that's your home, you're not gonna allow Pakistani actors now, you're gonna ban them. Yeah, that's okay, that's up to you. You want to do that, but censoring the media, censoring the news, that's kind of petty, right? So they did that. Then they strike Pakistan in a couple of different key locations. We heard 5, maybe more. Then they started doing drone attacks, so that has been ongoing for a couple of days. Yesterday, Pakistan apparently, and Pakistan also claimed that they shot down like their jets. 5 of them. 2 of them were individually confirmed by independent news journalists, so that's what we know, and there was debris found. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that's what they are claiming. And then yesterday we heard that Pakistan strike 26 cities in India. So yeah, right, like, so this is something that we heard. And just earlier today we heard that the homie Trump spoke with both of them and attempted ceasefire, and the latest update is that they broke the bro code already and they're still beefing. Hope not. Hopefully they can come down to a resolution, man. Like, do a Bollywood dance move, maybe do another cricket match, maybe do a kabaddi match, maybe like do a slapping match. Yeah, slapping match, you know, they're yeah, it's a sport. Like, do a slapping match. Shout out to the homies over at Timcast IRL. Let's get down to this one, or not, wait for it. Before we get down to that, we haven't even heard BBC. My bad.
Side on this story, but you see it there from President Trump posting on his social media platform just in the last few moments. These hostilities, of course, have really escalated in the last few days following this militant attack at the end of April, in which 26 people were killed. But in the last few days in particular, things have really gone up a notch, with missiles being sent between...
I would say a terror attack, though.
Either side. Let's bring in our correspondent in Islamabad, Azadeh Mashiri, on this breaking news. Azadeh, we're just getting this in the last few minutes. What more do we know?
Yo, damn, I mean, like, listen, man, I've been trying to find that waifu as well, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Yo, she kind of cute, though. She kind of cute, though, right there. I think my heart just took a screenshot.
Well, we knew before this that the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio had spoken to the Chief of the Army here, General Asim Munir, and then later on in the day had spoken to the Foreign Minister of Pakistan as well as the Foreign Minister of India. And what he had offered both of them was America's help in starting what he called both constructive and productive talks. And so now, as everyone is wondering how this could end, Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has made this announcement on Twitter that there has been a full and immediate ceasefire that has been agreed between India and Pakistan. But I do need to flag that there still hasn't been an official statement from either government.
Damn,
and so this is only...
That is crazy. Okay, so even she's saying that. That's wild. So maybe the homie Trump is like, yeah, everything is good. Everything is under control. We did it. But both of those boys are looking at Trump like, hey, man. Hey, bro, like... we didn't do it, bro. No more. We have not ceasefire. Yeah, bro. Or what if... Yeah, that's the thing, man. Or what if there's no Wi-Fi at the border, so the soldiers don't know on both sides, and they're like, yeah, man, we don't know, so we gotta keep on going, which is crazy, man. I hope for a good outcome, though. I hope for a good outcome.
Coming from President Donald Trump right now. But of course it would be a serious development in that that's what world leaders have been urging for both countries to engage in de-escalation, to show maximum restraint, as the United Nations have put it. But in the early hours of the morning here, when people were waking up in Pakistan, it seemed like that was quite a long way away, in that the Pakistani army had claimed that 3 of its military bases were under attack and had...
okay, I forgot that too. So India also strikes some military one of the airbase in Pakistan. So between whatever I mentioned, include that into. But always take it as rumors. It's true that, you know, India has been striking Pakistan and Pakistan also strike back as well. That is true, but we don't know where exactly. We know, but it's like there's a whole lot of fake news in between, so it just becomes super hard to believe what is true and what is not true.
It was launching what it was calling Bunyanun Operation Marsus, which means Iron Wall, as a counter-offensive, is how it put it. So this would be a significant development.
Okay, Azadeh Mashiri for us in Islamabad. Thank you very much. And just to remind you, if you're just joining us, President Trump...
And, okay, he's gonna remind us, but we already know they broke the bro code. Shout out to the homies over at Timcast. Roll this.
We do have this story. Explosions heard at 3 Pakistan air bases, including Nur Khan. This is breaking news. We had the biggest dogfight since World War II just the other day. It's not stopped. The escalation has continued between India and Pakistan. So maybe we'll have to take sides in that conflict, and we'll be fighting China because they're aiding Pakistan, and we're going to be on the side of India.
Well, you know,
and that's the thing, right? This is yeah, it's like a butterfly effect. So people are always like, nah, man, there's no WW3, and yeah, you know what? Like, it's good to believe that, and it's good. Yeah, I mean, nobody wants WW3 except for the military complex. They want to make money because they don't care about people's lives, right? They just want the money. Money talks, everything else walks, okay? So that's that. It's gonna be us. It's gonna be our kids. It's gonna be us that's gonna be on the front lines. I'm saying that metaphorically, right? Even if you're not in India or Pakistan, I mean, if this escalates, for example, right, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and yeah, if China steps in, then US gotta step in. and then it's like Russia is probably like, sitting back, rubbing their hands, and they're like, Ruski clad, we gotta go in there, and then Jamaica would be like, Bomba clad, brother. Now, I don't think Jamaica could have anything to do with it, but I just wanted to add that Bomba clad sound effect because it's funny, But yeah, right, so then they would call upon their neighbors, then they would call upon their friends, and then the more countries enter, every country is gonna take their side. So even if you don't want to take side because you're a neighboring country or your friendly country or a country that your friend with has took a side, therefore then you gotta take a side. So everybody then jumps in, and that's when you got like a World War III scenario. And because currently we got the world at war, because you got like Pakistan, India beefing, there's North Korea, there's also Israel beefing with everybody, right? You got US and China tensions, China and Taiwan tensions, Russia and Ukraine situation, and I heard there were other wars that are happening in Africa as well, so but those are probably on a smaller scale, that's why we're not hearing globally, but still the world is at war, right? So yeah, we just cannot get along. Like, where are them aliens though? I guess it's a perfect time to step in. Yeah, it's a perfect time, like any second now. Y'all gotta like jump in. Y'all gotta jump in. We always hear good things about you, that how nice you guys are. You care for this planet, this, that. You care for the Homo sapiens, the race. Yeah, enter now. Join the early access here, man. Like, stop the early access, or stop it when we have this early access before it becomes like a full-blown standard version, right? You know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, jump in right now, man. Where are you guys at?
It makes sense that we would be fighting for China because we don't get along anyways. I don't care what anyone says. We're not just rivals with China. They're our enemy.
Do you know what's truly fascinating about this war is that we are now watching untested weapons finally get tested. Chinese-made fighter jets fighting Western-made fighter jets in India, Pakistan. We don't know how they perform against each other. They've not been battle-tested. Yeah. Now, the scary thing with this is the U.S. and China are looking at what's going on, and it's giving them data as to whether or not they can win a conflict. If the U.S. or China is thinking, in the intel, like, hey, we don't know if our fighter jets are going to handle the Chinese advanced jets. We've never encountered like in combat. So that gives us pause. Are we prepared to enter a conflict when we don't know what their weapons are capable of?
Damn, yeah.
After watching this, they're going to say yes or no. Mm-hmm. So this actually opens the door that we come closer to.
Yeah, right. So if so we heard that Pakistan shot down Indian jets, and Pakistan was using Chinese jets, and India was using Russian jets. So I'm certain that they're probably looking at it. Okay, so you know what? We gotta buy like the Chinese jets, okay, Russian jets need to like improve, or we also heard it was not Russian, it was like France. Yeah, right. So maybe let's not buy from France, let's not buy from Russia, let's buy from China. I mean, US of course is not gonna buy from China, and I don't think China is gonna ever sell their jets to US. They're probably never gonna sell their best work, and I'm certain they're probably not gonna sell their best work to any country. They're gonna keep their like top of the line to themselves, but they're gonna sell like a slightly inferior version to everybody else that they would be cool with. You know what I mean, right? So it's like, it's a schlong measuring contest. It's like, yeah, it's about like, hey, we gotta have the better tech, and they're, in the words of the homie Tim here, I guess, yeah, they're battle testing it, and they know like which one is better and which one is not, and they're able to test it out like that, but based off of other countries fighting, and they're just like enjoying the show and making them money,
to a greater war. People really should be talking about the new modern weapons finally being battle tested. That's scary.
I don't think we're in a good spot with our jets either.
No.
With the F-35, no. The F-22 is still still looking pretty, if I understand correctly, it's pretty good. The F-15 is still undefeated though, right? So granted, when it comes to like the modern, like the 5th gen aircraft, yeah, like they're untested and maybe not, but the F-15, that airframe is undefeated. So we have the,
I like the F-35. You can do like vertical takeoffs too. Like, trust me, I played it on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know how to control a jet, bro. I'm certified. I'm joking, man, but
most advanced aeronautics package in the F-15. So we've given, we've sold a lot of F-15s to Israelis and to other countries, and they've not been, like, there's not a MiG that's been able to shoot down an F-15 in combat. F-15s are still they were the top dog until the F-22. The F-22 in simulated stuff has been able to take on multiple F-15s. So I don't know 100% that the F-22 is it all that it's talked up to be. I do know that there are problems with the F-35, but I don't think that I don't know how many are actually in combat and stuff. I know they had issues when it came to production.
I like F-35, but for combat, probably not the best one is, so F-22. But I would not be shocked if America got even better stuff than that. Because that New Jersey drone situation, right? If that is to be believed, you got Lockheed Martin, BlackRock. So they're probably developing crazy stuff, right? And on top, you got conspiracies of the UFOs and aliens technology as well that has been reverse engineered. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's up to you. But you hear these conspiracies very much often. So there's that aspect to it. But even without all that, you got Area 51. So like God knows what else they're developing, man. It would be, there's a saying, like whatever you have or you think you see or you know about the military, US military, that is 50 years advanced than that. That used to be a saying like a couple of years ago. So now maybe it's more than just 50 years. Maybe it's a little less than that. But yeah.
But the F-22 and the F-15 are still top of the line, and they're incredibly capable machines. So I can't say anything. Can't say much for the F-35. I know that Pakistan has F-16s. They both have a lot of MiGs. They both have a lot of Chinese fighters, so I don't know what kind of results you're going to see, because it does depend on tactics and the pilots themselves. If you're not actually getting getting time in the simulators and in the air, it doesn't matter. Well, I can't say that it doesn't matter, but the skill,
it does matter. But what he's trying to get at is that the driver over a good car. If you've seen like Fast and Furious, was it like the 8? In the very beginning, Dominic Toretto, family, this and that. Dominic Toretto, he goes on like a trash-ass car, and he wins the race by reversing the car. Bruh. So, in other words, it's the driver, not the car. It's the pilot, not the jet. But did you see this video, though? If not, click on this video on the screen, because we got some crazy stuff. She was caught doing this, and the stuff that came out right after. Yeah, check it out, and I'll see you right there, man.